Melania, your book is wonderful. And what really caught my attention is the fact that both of us are children of the 80s. We both grew up we were both born in 1970. And you start the book off talking about your childhood in Slovenia in the 80s. And in many ways, it reminded me of my childhood, which is interesting because you grew up under the veil of communism, whereas I was here in New York under democracy and capitalism. But you highlighted some bands that you loved, singers that you loved, like Pink Floyd, Elton John, the MTV generation, Michael Jackson. So I'm wondering, what was it like in Slovenia during that time period as a child in the 80s, during that MTV era?
Well, when the MTV came out, it was fantastic because you could watch all of the videos and get music right away like everybody else on the world. So I really enjoyed it, all kind of music. So, the childhood before that, you didn't know anything better. So whatever was available for you, and especially what my parents brought at home, that's what we had. And it was a very exciting time when the MTV and the videos came out.
So Pink Floyd, you actually are a Pink Floyd fan currently still?
I am Pink Floyd fan, yes, and many other bands as well. I still have a LP home from Pink Floyd and also the record player.
I love that. That's amazing, actually. I love that. So what's it like, though? You're in Slovenia. It's, communist society. Can you sense as a young child anything with regards to communism? Was it just so commonplace that you didn't know the difference? Or was there anything within the community, neighbors, or, you hear stories about people watching and reporting. Was there anything like that?
I didn't feel it because I had a beautiful childhood. And when you that age, you don't really know anything better. You just have a childhood, you live, you go to school, you go to the classes, you play sport, you spend time with the family, and that is all. You don't know what's really going on in the country. You're not involved in politics. You are too young for that.
Did you hear stories like that? Like, is that just a movie thing where neighbors are watching neighbors and families
I heard that later.
Yeah.
In life from my parents, but when I was much younger, no, I did not.
I wonder what kind of an impact growing up under the veil of communism has on a child, right? Like, for example, if Baron was growing up in communist Slovenia, do you think he would be the same as he is today?
I think that anyone, wherever they live, it's you take away because that's your life. And of course, I'm sure, he will be different because his life will be different. It will be a different way of growing up than the way he does now. So it's the influence of the community, influence of the family, and teachers around you. So, of course, yes, I think it's very important in what culture, which community you're growing up.
So, just thinking about family and community in Slovenia, your family traveled quite a bit. You really are a child of the world. But when you were younger in Slovenia, you and your parents and your sister, travel was a big part of it. Did that liberate you, or do you think your parents felt free when they went to exotic, beautiful places in Europe?
Yes, they love to travel, and they went when they can, and they brought me and my sister with them, and they show us the places, beautiful places, and that's what opens your eyes. They wanted that we experience different places for when we were growing up, because it's very important to see what is out there available, and it opens the eyes.